Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to the Hive to the Hive.
We are so excited to be back. Happy New Year, Dira.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of our viewers, and thank you for everybody who supported us last year. Continue to support us this year.
Please make sure you're following us on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Please make sure you download. That's how we get our streams. And follow us on YouTube. Follow. Subscribe. I got my terms mixed up. Whatever.
You know what the fuck she meant.
Okay. How you been?
I've been cool. The year has started. I feel like I am regrouping from last year.
Yeah,
I feel like last year was
a motherfucker.
It wasn't traumatic, but you know.
Oh, see, last year was traumatic for me.
I try not to say that. I just try to say that it was just, it was a little fucked up. It was a little turbulent.
Yeah, it was.
Keep your fucking seatbelt on type shit.
Yeah.
So, so my ex-boyfriend went to jail last year, remember?
Yeah.
Literally, it was the new year, my birthday. He went to jail like 2 weekends after my birthday. And then...
That was rough.
I left him there because I'm not built for that. How you girls are built for that. I'm not built for that type of lifestyle. I'm just not. And I feel like it took me a long time to get used to not having him around. You get
How
comfortable
long were you
with
guys
somebody.
Together?
For like 3 years.
Well,
it would have been 4 years this year.
Yeah, I think that's normal for you to feel. They say when you go, it's like a mini death.
Yeah.
You go through mourning, you go through anger, bargaining, all
realization.
Those 5 steps.
Yeah, so I think that that really had to happen. And I was trying to stay busy while he was in jail, but I just wasn't feeling it. It was a big transition in my life to not have him in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I was over it, I was just over it. But I feel like I still needed time to just deal with myself and the things that I learned.
Did you take time to be alone? Do you feel like you had time to be alone?
Yeah, while he was in jail.
Well, okay.
You know how some people they got jail niggas and them niggas is sending money home and them niggas is big ballers, they got on Cardis in the jail. I didn't have that type of you could at least sell the jail dreams over the phone. I didn't have any of that. I never had any jail phone sex. I was just damn.
Oh, there's jail phone sex.
You're just there though. You're just there. It's one thing to be in jail and be writing letters and doing the lovey-dovey things, but no, you're just there.
Getting other guys to make artwork.
Yeah, you're just there.
Well, I think it's fair for you to be that's not where you want to be anymore, or where you want to be. And I do feel
like even before then, it just wasn't serving me anyway. I feel like God will show you. People don't be listening to me, but God will show you, and He'll make it extreme.
I agree.
Until you freaking see.
I feel like this. God keeps telling us, and it just gets louder and harder and louder and harder the more you resist.
Yeah.
The lessons get harder. The voices get louder.
Definitely. And in that moment, when I had to go up there and visit and I had to take off my shoes and stuff, God was telling me, baby girl, you don't see? What's wrong? You ain't paying attention?
This is not it.
So, yeah.
I had a situation like that where I felt like God was screaming at me to get out and was giving me outs. And I was just being a fucking fool and
God loves his children though, hard-headed as we may be.
God loves children and fools. So I'm covered on both ends. So I don't know if I've ever told this story. That I told this story about when the woman came to my house looking for. Oh, okay.
A woman came to your house?
Oh yes, I've never told this story. Okay, so me and this guy have been dealing with each other kind of off and on for 6 months maybe. We had a point where we were on, then we stopped talking to each other, then we were back on, then we stopped talking to each other, and then we were back on. So we were in one of our on moments or whatever. And he sleep in my house. Mind you, he's a heavy drinker. He can drink, what is it called, a fifth or whatever, of Don by himself in one night. So, he has severe kind of alcohol problems.
I was about to say, so he's an alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic, yeah. But I'm saying that to say that he was sleep and he would sleep hard. So, my phone starts vibrating, and it's vibrating once, which is the notification for something's happening near my front door. But it's 2:00 in the morning, so I'm nobody should be at my front door. Then it starts vibrating twice, meaning somebody's ringing at my door. So I'm what the hell? And then the way my house is situated, one of the bedrooms faces that way. And so my daughter calls me, and she's like, Mom, somebody is banging down the front door. So I look on the Ring cam and it's this woman there, like banging on the door. You better come out of here. Stop fucking playing games with me. Da 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 da. She goes to the back of my house in her car, blocks his car in, starts banging on his car, and starts screaming like, "You better come out here right now." Da 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 da. Going crazy. So I'm smacking this nigga to wake him up. Like, he sleep that hard that I'm like physically trying to like rouse him. How
are you sleep that comfortably knowing that there's a woman that feels that way about you out in these streets,
so
and you're not at her home?
I'm like, wake up now. So he finally gets up and he's like, what's going on? He does the thing. I show him the Ring cam footage. He's squinting like, I can't see. I don't know who that is. I'm like, stop fucking playing with me. Why would some woman be knocking down my door on the same night that I don't know what's going on. I don't know who that.
Well, you go out there and find out.
I said, okay, cool. You get out. Get out. So he like stumbles out of my door. He calls me back. Now, this was when God was like, you see, he's right out the door. He calls me back like 10 minutes later. He's super drunk. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I can barely drive, da 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 da. Like, you kicked me out. It's the middle of the night. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. Just come back. Just come back. This was me. Exactly. God had told me like, and I told him to come back because I was delusional. I don't even know what to call that.
Where's the lady? She left?
She left. She had left. So he comes back.
Oh, that bitch is a poor sport. She's supposed to. I'm staying out here till the morning.
She comes. So we go back to sleep. We wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning first. I'm on a call. And again, my daughter calls me, Mom, somebody's banging on the door. This bitch came back in the morning to get this nigga. So I wake him up again. I'm like, get out right now. She's back. Who is this? He's like, I think it's, I was like, get out right now. So he leaves my house, gets in his car, drives off. She drives off after him. And then he calls me. I did not pick up the phone. You know how I'm not good at not answering the phone. But this time I did not answer the phone. Mm-hmm. And I had not heard from him. So that was like the last I ever talked to him. So that's my little story on like God kind of.
Yeah.
And then she was at my door, like banging my door down looking for this man. Isn't that crazy? Why would you ever come to my house if some woman has your location? Like, are you dumb?
Or are you stupid?
Are you trying to get killed?
Child, men don't care. Men are bold. And he was drunk and sleeping comfortably in your house, and that lady. Child, I ain't never had no lady pop. Well, ooh. I do have a story. I was over this boy's house, and he was messing with like me and this other girl, and I knew.
Yeah.
Because she was all over Twitter. Like, that girl got on Twitter to fuck with me. Like, she wasn't an avid Twitter user.
Yeah.
She started being a Twitter user to fuck with me because she knew that's where I would be. And he was playing both sides. Like, he was a messy little thing. Mm-hmm. And long story short, I was over there one night. He was rubbing my feet. I had tweeted, get my feet rubbed like the princess I am. Mm-hmm. I used to be a menace. Because, like, bitch, you know that
used to be a menace.
You know that nigga over here rubbing my feet.
Yeah.
I did used to be a menace. Girl, I'm growing up, Jasmine.
Yeah. Okay.
How about you try?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. But I'm grown on social media.
Yeah, because that's just because you don't. I
don't be in.
You don't spar right.
Yeah.
But so she pops up and she like, yeah, come outside. You and that bitch.
Oh, shit.
And I go.
Oh, you did go outside.
I got on a dress, no panties, and fucking slides. Brand new frontal, courtesy of him. Love that. And I don't wear frontal no more, y'all. I think she scarred me for life with frontals. That girl pulled my whole frontal off my head.
Oh.
Yes.
Ouch.
And she probably was like, that nigga paying for your shit. Like, she was calling me a prostitute, all types of stuff. Girl, it's really not my fault that you giving up your pussy to this man, like, for free. Like, you're insane. Like,
why was she calling you a prostitute? That's weird.
Because he won't spend no money on her, but he sure was fucking her.
That's just bad pussy management on her part.
Yeah, but that's the only run-in I've had at a man's house. And, like, they were arguing or whatever. I was minding my business. But she really wanted to fight me.
Wow.
Got me out there in
nothing.
And your damn panties.
Yeah.
I didn't even have one of those.
Oh, my gosh. That's so crazy. I think back to all those, like, crazy-ass situations, and I'm just like, how many lives have I lived? Like,
Girl, a tundra.
It's been 100 lives that I've lived, and it's just so crazy. So we have a clip that is kind of going cuckoo right now. It's actually 2 episodes ago, technically, because we have one that dropped that is there, and I have yet to promo. But it was a clip of us talking about how, in our imagination,
separate rooms, right?
We want separate spaces from our partner. And so this is how this works. Like, we shoot the show. I go through it. I watch it. I edit it down. And then I pick 2 or 3 clips that I think are interesting. Now, when I pick these clips, it's just, I don't think too much of it.
It don't even fucking matter. People shouldn't think that much of it. What is 2 women that you're never going to date? You're probably never going to meet. They're like, you black bitches, and this is why we're passport bros, and we go out the country.
Oh my
and
God.
you guys have fake hair, and you guys are drunks because you guys have wine glasses in your hands. Like, it just went so far, over a little space. Like, oh, y'all are going to be cheating, and da-da. You niggas don't want to give bitches space. Like, do you, like...
It was so weird to me because there are some times where, like, we have clips where I can be like, okay, not from this show, from Tequila Talk, where I'll be like, okay, I can see how that didn't go over well. But like this one, I'm like, what did we say that was so bad?
We have hit a side of the internet that all miserable men who are raping their hand every night.
Yeah, it's pretty sick and sad. This, like, we have somehow managed to get to a corner of the internet that I would not wish on my worst enemies. It is full of just reject, retard men.
You click on their pages, you're ugly.
They're ugly. What are you
even talking about? You're ugly.
Their wives are ugly. There was one day I had time. I got in the comments. I got in there. I did. I went one by one. Now I can't because it's over 5,000 comments. Did you know that?
Yeah. I just made my one comment and pinned it because that is just it.
No, I just went in. So I just don't like... So then they were talking about, like, splitting the bill 50-50.
Nobody said anything about money or who was paying for this home. They're like, yeah, but y'all want a man to pay for this and that. Oh my, what are you even talking about? Where did this even come
from? Like, we didn't even address finances in the clip. Even in the full conversation, if you watch our episodes, we didn't even address, like, finances or anything like that. Or if you're lazy,
you don't want to watch, you can listen.
Like, what? Huh? I just don't, like, for me, so my great-grandparents had separate bedrooms. Like, and then my grandparents had separate bedrooms too. Not my great-grandparents on one side had separate bedrooms and my grandparents on the other side had separate bedrooms. And I don't know. It wasn't weird to me at all as a child.
Shirley, Ralph, and her man have never lived together.
They have separate houses. Yes.
In different states.
I saw that this week. Yeah. And she says it works out just fine. Because to me, it's like, I have always said this. I will never lose who I am to anything. And that's a relationship. That's to my child, to nothing. Like, I still am Jasmine fucking Cooper. And I still need space to be able to do that, especially within my home. And I think about, like, the time, where do I physically spend the time in my home? If I'm in my room, I have my room has seating in it. So I'm either in there or I'm downstairs on my couch. Like, now if I shared a bedroom with somebody, where are they going to sit? Like, there's no, it's not set up like that.
I don't mind sharing the bedroom. The bedroom, it can be shared. I don't mind. It just, I do feel like everybody needs their own space. Like me, I would like a content room.
Yeah.
Or a library. I love books. Like stuff like that. Somebody said she don't read.
I saw, people were like,
did she say play and make up?
She needs to read. What do you mean read? Yeah, what do you mean read? People read.
Read
like,
a book.
That's what people do.
Sandwich.
Like, it's very bizarre that y'all, and it's also very bizarre. Like, I get it, the internet is a weird place, but for y'all to be so up in arms and so nasty towards us, like, that was the part that was just kind of crazy to me. Like, maybe honestly, you don't agree with our opinion.
I appreciate it. Somebody has to hate it.
Somebody has to. The clip went viral. I wish that it would have went to the other, like, if it would have went viral with women, we would be in, like, perfect.
Yeah, but on TikTok is doing well with women.
Yeah, TikTok is doing good.
At the end of the day, whether it's hate or praise, You're bringing viewers to it.
Yes.
You're bringing impressions to it.
Yes.
Thank you for your good service.
Yeah.
And fuck y'all.
Yeah.
What? That's really how I fuck them.
No, I agree. Because they're
once
being crazy.
Once you get, like, you have to understand that people are irrational, and sometimes you can't change how people feel or how they think.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't really go bar to bar and, like, just my simple comments, like my recaps. People be like, oh, I don't feel the same way you do when you're lying, and bitch, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Go make a recap then. Let me see you do your biggest one.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. So people just sometimes, like, arguing with irrationality, insanity, people who feel the need, like, you're giving them you're making their day by replying to them. You know what I mean? That's why I made that one big comment at the top, and then you guys can all spew shit at me. I'm not going to reply to it though.
Yeah, people were trying to get you to talk back for sure.
Yeah, I don't have time.
No one's
I be
interested.
doing other things.
No one's interested. What are you gonna do with TikTok disappears? We don't know
What
if
are you
TikTok
gonna
is
do?
disappearing.
Why are you asking me?
I mean, I'm a little upset because TikTok is a normal part of my day.
Is so good, man.
Like, I devote time in my work day to TikTok. Like,
you know, people actually, like, pay their bills and stuff from TikTok. So, like, in that aspect, I really feel sorry for those people who, like, TikTok is their livelihood.
Oh, yeah.
Like Raymonte, what do you want to do without TikTok?
I don't know.
You want to have to go to, like, YouTube or something.
The content creators, you have to pivot. Like, you're supposed to, like, download all your stuff and then re-upload it to Twitter, to somewhere.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Because you're going to lose all your content.
My stuff tonight.
Yeah, you got to start downloading all your videos.
It's going to take so much time. Do you know how much videos I have on TikTok?
I know. And then it's going to be like storage on your phone. I don't know where you're supposed to upload it as, like, content, as one video on YouTube, like one long video. That's what they say.
Who the fuck is sitting there? All right, wrap that shit up.
I know. I don't know what's about to happen.
You know, I honestly, because Donald Trump is so obnoxious, I see him trying to act like he saved TikTok.
I think
like
so
after
too.
the inauguration, like it coming back. I really see that happening.
Yeah, I think he's gonna, because I think what happens is it's banned, but then they have to enforce it. So
you have to get a VPN. But I just want to know how, like, you can get a VPN, and still get on TikTok.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that because, like, VPNs are tricky. They can be. You have to make sure you get a good VPN. From like a good, they say like
reputable.
They say like the first 3 options in the App Store aren't actually good ones. You have to like search a little bit and do some research on a reputable VPN.
I got some hacker friends.
Okay, yeah,
I'm gonna tap in.
Because I use VPN. I'm trying to think when I travel. You know how like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock isn't available in every country, so you have to use a VPN when you're away, so you can watch your shows on the balcony.
That's how people watch Love Island, the original one, the one that's like in the UK. People watch it through a VPN because they put the episodes on Hulu, but it's like weeks late.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying not to think about it because I wonder, like, is it just gonna be one day? I mean, tomorrow's the apps is just gonna disappear?
No, so they won't disappear off of your phone. I think when you open it though, it
won't
just won't
load anything.
Yeah, it won't do anything. Not crazy.
I was told by Apple Care. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Of that white lady in the store. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to miss TikTok. That's how I learn about stuff. But, you know, they just want to filter the information you get.
No, what they really want to do is, apparently they're after the algorithm. Like how TikTok can tailor your feed to you. That's what the U.S. is actually interested in getting. And China's like, fuck you, bitch. We're not coming up off this algorithm. I don't blame them. They worked hard for it. Like,
they were like, Elon Musk is trying to buy it. Oh my God, just take it. Just take it. Because he ruins everything. He ruined Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is so crazy.
I miss Twitter close friends so bad.
I miss that. I miss the likes.
Having some shit to say.
I know.
Honestly, I feel like people shouldn't see my likes. You nosy bitches. I'm okay with that. Now, do I want to see my own?
I would like to. Yes.
Okay, did you watch the YouTube video? Mm-hmm. Did you really?
I got like halfway through it.
Okay, but you get the gist
of
what went on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Naziah Harris case and Jarvis Butts. The guy,
how many? Okay, so time out. How many kids does this man have?
Almost like 20.
That's what I thought. Like,
yeah, he has
there
a
were
lot
so
of kids,
many
several baby mothers,
baby mamas, and each baby mama had like 4 or 5 kids.
He had his first child when he was 13 with an adult woman. So, you know, usually they say that abusers are abused. So that they also say that like Naziah's aunt,
Yes.
They start fucking with each other when she was like 14.
Oh, okay.
And you know, most of her kids, I think all of her kids are by him.
She has 5 kids by him.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Y'all knew what type of person that man was because he had been to jail for giving like one of his girlfriend's 4-year-old a STD. So he had already.
Okay, so I didn't hear this in the thing.
He had already been to jail.
Well, they had kept referencing that he had been to jail. They know his history, but they didn't tell. I didn't get to the part where they told
was
what
the history.
Like
you knew that.
That's
She's like, oh, he was upfront about it, and then you bring him around other people, like your kids, other people's kids. The people on Facebook believe that he was fucking the grandmother too, the Annette lady.
Yeah.
So Nazia's mom is on drugs. Apparently her mother had in the house when she was younger, molested her, and she turned to drugs to like deal with it.
Yeah.
And then her mom took Nazia.
Yeah.
And girl, they got chains on the refrigerator, all these kids living in one house.
Yeah.
And they weren't really concerned. When she went missing, they didn't like go to the school till like the next day, next 2 days.
And then they didn't report. I thought it was weird that they reported it to the school. They didn't report it to the police.
Yeah.
First, like, what's the school gonna do? The school.
Child.
If Jade was missing, why would I call the school?
That fucking aunt went through her tablet, text the guy like, I don't know what to believe anymore. They kept sending these little girls to his auto body shop to help him clean the shop. What the fuck do little girls need to go for? Is there no men in y'all family?
Exactly.
Like
they were saying, like, oh, they would help sweep the shop. Like, it is not a hair salon. These kids don't need to be in here sweeping up no fucking shop. So what do you think really happened to her?
She was pregnant.
Yeah.
I think that in some way he tried to terminate the pregnancy. She probably bled out or died or something.
Yeah.
But I also think that he's not telling where she's at because I feel like it's a whole conspiracy with this whole family. I think they all knew.
They all know. Well, I think they all knew. I think they knew that she was being abused. But I also think in their minds, they're so twisted that like
they probably think like she was being grown. She was texting,
like they were in a relationship of sorts.
Yeah, she was texting one of the cousins, and she was basically saying like, "Oh, Tuda probably ran off to get some dick." Like she was saying the aunt that was fucking with Jarvis was saying this like she probably ran off to get some dick, like she grown So and people like that, like when you look at those women, he knew what type of women to go out there, like you desperate bitches, like
monkey know what tree to climb,
so I just feel like that's like a thing where they probably were in competition or something like that. Like if you go to the little girl's Instagram, she's singing love songs and
I think so
like
too.
little shady TikToks and things like that. So
and it just was also like the fact that the grandmother and the aunt clearly know something, like that much is clear. And then the other part about it, I had to look at that man. I'm like, he's not like that good looking.
You know, he's just light skinned.
He's just light skinned. Yeah, and he has pretty hair. Yeah, but like he's not handsome. But like for him to have all these kids and all these women like tripping out over him and just like, I don't know. So yeah, I do think when she got off the bus, went to the shop, I do think that he took her. I don't know how he thought he was going to give her an abortion. Now that part is kind of weird to me. Like,
yeah, somebody from Detroit was like, they sell abortion pills all the time in the hood, that he could have just bought an abortion pill. But either way,
that makes sense.
Where is the little girl? Like, just say where her remains are. If you maybe he don't know, maybe somebody else buried her or got rid of her or something like that. But at the end of the day, that man is going to fucking jail, and I am signing every petition I see to put that grandmother in jail too. Yeah, and people are like, y'all want them to go away, and the kids might have to go to the system. There may be better homes for those kids. I was going to say
the kids are already in a bad position. They're already in bad positions.
One of the cousins testified, and she was a minor, so like you couldn't see it. They didn't like record or nothing like that. It was just in an article, and she said that like he tried to push up on her. She said he was, not only was he having sex with Nazia, he was having sex with his daughter Janiyah.
Oh,
and at the shop. And she said she walked in one time, Nazia was naked on his lap.
Oh my god!
And then you just have to imagine that probably in the beginning she probably did like have something to say about that, like was scared. But then Stockholm syndrome comes into play, and they're groomed and all this other stuff. Like people calling her grown, she's not grown.
She's not grown.
She's is groomed. Being taught to do those things.
She's been groomed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hope justice. Like I hope they're gonna get him. They're gonna
he's been in jail since a month after she was missing, but that's because he has so many other fucking charges. Like literally, But then again, it goes back to the system. Why the fuck would you let somebody out of jail who did something to gave a 4-year-old an STD?
That's disgusting. Oh my God. I didn't know that was his charge.
And he went to jail for like a significant amount of time for that. Yeah. And they let him out. People like that are not to be rehabilitated.
They can't be rehabilitated. You have a character flaw.
Like, you're nasty.
Yeah, that can't be like, ugh.
That has been what has taken over my life. I be on the family Facebooks. I be on the family Instagrams. I done found a little girl Instagram. I be all in it. That, like, this really has brought my investigation skills back out. And I appreciate that, because when I just used to do Henny tea in my mom's basement, like, girl, I would be paying for court ledgers and shit like that. I was in their business.
You were down in the tea.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this is an interesting case. It's a juicy case. And I don't know. I think I do agree with you that those abortion pills are readily available. And I don't know if he like gave her the pill and it was like she was too far along and it was complicated and she bled out, like, or she was having complications and just passed out and then they disposed of her. The grandma definitely knows something. Aunt knows something too. And it's just like,
it's the grandma act like she don't see him. They're like, do you see him today in court? She like,
I don't know what type of hold he could have. And then like
I feel they was all fucking that man. The grandmother, the mother, like I feel the aunt. I feel like they all were fucking that man.
They had to, because I'm just like, how does he have a spell over all the? And then he had a fiance who he had no kids with, and I'm like, how do you?
And she looked like she could be their cousin.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. But like, how do you get yourself to marry a man that got like such a past?
They don't see that stuff. It's all about having a man. You know what I mean?
I guess. But I mean, I guess, but I also feel like at some point in time, like, what is your line for enough's enough? Like, for me, you can have a criminal background, but you can't have done anything against women or children. You can't have any violence against women or children. Now, if you want to scam, cool. Like, sell drugs, go for it. But like,
do your illegal thing.
Do your thing. But like, violence against women or children,
insane. And like, oh well, people change. No, the fuck they don't.
No, they don't. You have that in you.
Yeah, and then like, imagine having other people's daughters and shit over there. And you got that predator in there. Bitch, are you insane?
Yeah. I don't know how they did that.
Oh, I would beat the fucking brakes off of her.
Yeah.
Bitch, you was trying to get my daughter to come over for a sleepover, and you know you got a registered sex. And then on the registered sex offender list, his name is spelled wrong. His name is spelled Jaris. The V is missing.
Oh.
So that's also something that the court did wrong.
Yeah. They did a lot. They shouldn't have let him back. The whole thing is
Detroit gets nasty.
Detroit is a mess.
I fuck with Detroit. Tubi movies, do your thing. Jasmine Renee, Cash Doll, good things come out of Detroit. But
Kenya Moore
come from Detroit.
She's from
That's
Detroit.
why she's so ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya Moore
and the new housewife on Potomac, Stacey. You know, she's from Detroit. Mm-hmm. You may
okay, well, the D does some good things, but whoever bred that family, baby, they need to go
have
extinct.
Deep issues, deep rooted problems, deep rooted issues. But did you watch I Am a Killer on Netflix?
No.
Oh, you don't watch those?
What is that?
I'm a Killer. So it's
like ID channel.
No. So it's not like a murder mystery. It's more like someone who's committed murder. They're in jail. They tell the story of what happens. And of course, when they tell the story, it all sounds very like, oh well, yeah, I could see how that, I could see how you killed somebody. Yeah.
No.
Like, and then they bring in the other side where they have like the victim's family or like the court.
Is it good?
It's like good. I like it. I like some of them. Some of them are better than others.
I'm about to say, because I hate when I get a boring episode of some shit. Like,
some of the
unresolved mysteries ended up getting boring.
Unsolved Mysteries, I really liked the first season, and after that, it kind of tanked for me.
Yeah,
like it wasn't.
I don't care about no UFOs and shit.
Yeah, in Berkshires, I was like, this is kind of weird. Like, who cares about the Berkshires and the UFOs? But yeah, no. So we watched that this week, and what else?
What was your story? Your story you were supposed to be telling.
I forgot.
Damn it.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I hate bitches like her. You're so geriatric.
I know. I gotta start taking ginkgo biloba for my memory.
What is ginkgo? Ginkgo? What?
Ginkgo biloba. People my age. Marcus, you know what ginkgo biloba is? See? Told you.
I gotta start hanging with people my age.
You're not old enough.
Ginkgo loca.
Ginkgo biloba. It's for memory.
I'm drooling. I'm laughing so hard.
It really does help the brain.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Get you some. Where you get that from?
You can get it from anywhere. You can get it from wherever you get your supplements.
You Googling Coca-Cola.
Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I forgot to mention this. We have an Ask Her Hive. Guys, if you go to our link in our bio in our Instagram, there's a jot form where you can ask us all your questions, thoughts, comments, whatever. So, have a question for Jas and Dira, need advice on a situation, have some feedback for the show, let us know. Here we go. Hi, Her Hive. I have a situation and need some advice. My best friend and my boyfriend hate each other. They both have reasons for not liking each other that have nothing to do with me, but I'm beginning to feel caught in the middle and like I can't talk to the either about either. What should I do? From Christina in DC.
They fucking.
What? You think so? No, I wouldn't say that. Christina, I don't think that at all. You think they're fucking?
Sometimes when the anchor is just like it goes overboard, it's to hide something.
It's sexual chemistry?
No, it's to hide something.
Oh. You think that they had a past?
I read a lot of books.
Okay.
So don't listen to me.
Okay.
This happens all the time in my books.
That the best friend had past dealing with the boyfriend.
Or they be dealing at the time.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, I don't know. Just keep them away from each other. Because honestly, truly, like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Like, if you love me and you love me, don't talk to each other. Just leave each other alone. Mm-hmm. Y'all can't always be having problems when y'all in the same spot. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just that seems like an impossible situation, like where everybody just has to kind of grow up and go their own ways. Like,
yeah, I can imagine how it's stressful, but I really don't think it's a you problem. They need to get over themselves. And maybe you shouldn't tell her things about him. And like you can't talk about them to each other. Maybe you just shouldn't. You know?
I know, but that's unfortunately hard. Like, you want to talk about you want to tell your best friend about your man. You have some conversations.
I don't.
Okay. All right.
I call my mother about my man.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because at the end of the day, you say something wrong, bitch, I'm be irritated. That's not your man to be commenting on. Shut up.
So you don't think you can comment if someone brings it to you?
No, shut up. Oh. Because at the end of the day, I don't be asking for advice. Mm-hmm. I just be needing a listening ear. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people go overboard, like sandal stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't be into that.
I hear you.
And I know that because I'm the person that goes, don't tell me you been having a ham ass nigga for years, bitch. That nigga's ham. I have so many things to say.
Yeah.
And now that I have a man, I feel like, damn, I don't always have to say things. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's why I don't talk to people about my man, because then it'd just be their moment to get me back for all the things that I've said about theirs.
Okay. Well, okay. I didn't think of it like that, but I guess you're right. All right. Anything to get off your chest this week? I'm trying to think. Does anyone piss me off?
Do anal.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for everybody's self-esteem.
Oh. Y'all, this might be the first time we've had a disagreement. I don't support the anal.
It's a good time. I support it. If you want to do it, get it done. 2 sticks in a bun.
2 sticks in a bun? Okay.
Okay, you don't have anything?
I don't. I really was trying to think that I want to get something off my chest this week. I know I need to start speaking up more. This has come up in like some of the spiritual work that I've been doing. Apparently, I'm not using my throat chakra. It is blocked. And I need to do more in terms of speaking my mind and having a voice. I don't know where this is going to come from, but apparently
what is something that you feel like you don't speak your mind about?
And that's the thing. I've been trying to think, like, where's a situation where I feel like I'm not speaking my mind or I'm not saying what I want to say, and I can't really think of one, honestly. I don't know.
I feel like you've spoken your mind enough in the past week, no?
I feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. So, what about you?
How about we do our goal for this year? Because it is our New Year's episode, so we should do our goal for this year and something we want to improve.
Okay. I know one for
my
me.
goal for this year is just to get back into being Dira the Doll. Marcus said that I was a part-time superstar entertainer. What did he say? A part-time entertainer, which I was, but I'm gonna go get back into being full-time. Yay. And then another thing that I am changing is not involving myself in other people's issues. I don't give a fuck about what other people have going on.
Okay.
And that is where I am in life right now, because I have good things going on for myself, and I feel like sometimes I will get pulled into other people's issues and then it becomes my issue, but I never really had an issue.
Okay. Give me an example. Because I don't see you as that type of person who gets involved in other people's mess.
You don't know me that well then. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm the type of person, if you call me, you want to fight somebody, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that type of person.
Yeah.
Or like, you arguing with somebody, I got words too. But at the end of the day, I'm just becoming like a way more into myself type of person. And I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I just worry about myself. I don't really worry about what other people have going on. What people eat don't make me shit. You know, what people do in their life doesn't. I was just having to tell my friend this, like, why do you care? I feel like I've been asking people that so much lately. Why do you care? I just don't have the capacity to care about things that don't serve me, don't move me. They're not affecting my life personally. So that's just where I'm at. And yeah, that's my goal for this year, to continue to be unproblematic, because I will adopt other people's problems. I don't have any problems of my own.
I think that's right. Like, I think this year, one of my goals is like, I want to try new things. I feel like I'm not in a space of like doing new shit, and I want to do new shit. I want to go different places. I want to meet some new people. Not necessarily even about like expanding my network or anything. I just want to have some new experiences. And then I also want to show up like in love, like as a more loving person, like as a more warm, engaging, friendly person. That's something that's a goal of mine for this year. So you think I'm too friendly?
I mean, I don't know. You want to show up as yourself this year. You want to show up as the bitch you've always been.
No, not the bitch I've always been.
You are nice. You're nice. You're warm. You're all these things. Like, I remember we were somewhere. We were in a line at the club, and Jas just saying hi to people, and she introducing me to people, and I'm just looking at her like, girl, I don't give a fuck about these people. Like, why are you introducing? She's like, yeah, this is this girl, and she's this and this, and I know bitches be like, why is she introducing me to this rude bitch? Because I be like, hey.
She does do that when I introduce her. I'm like, oh, this is so-and-so and from so-and-so and so. And Dira will be like, hi.
Girl, what the fuck I didn't know them for? I don't know. Maybe that should be a thing of mine this year, to get outside of being that way. Marcus, please.
A little more.
It's a generational thing.
Do you think?
I think the way we came up in the club, that's kind of how you network and shit like that. Yeah. I do the same thing when I'm out with you. I'll be introducing you to everybody.
I be being mean?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't think you do that. Like, I know people your age, and they tend to, like, how the fuck do I need to know this person?
Sorry.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, I'm already here. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. And then there's you. Who are you? What do you want? Like,
they don't want nothing. They're just saying hello.
Because you told them to.
Yes.
They wouldn't have spoke to me any other time.
No, because they didn't know who you were. They didn't know the context of who you are. That's why I'm introducing you.
You're too mixy. She's a mixy bitch.
I am mixy.
She's very mixy, and I feel like we're opposite in that way.
Yeah.
Like, you go somewhere with Jas is hugging people. Hey, such and such. I be behind Jas like this bitch.
Which is so funny, because if you know me, you know how like antisocial I am.
She's sending my anxiety through the roof. Like, when Jas gets some liquor in her and she's really enjoying herself. Oh,
I get friendly. I'm nice. Let
me tell y'all, you could bleep this name out. We were in a line at play. Quinn Cook comes walking by. Jas is like, hey, Quinn. But I'm standing on this side and Jas is standing on this side. So when he looks, he sees me. And this is exactly what I did when he looked. I said, what the fuck? Give a fuck about no fucking Quinn Cook. Light skin nigga, what? What are you looking at? Like,
And you know me, I'm just saying, hey, like.
but then the nigga give you a dry ass sub. Boy, fuck you. Like, what is you on? Like, no. Like, it's something about this area and people's egos. And I feel like
that's
I
true.
was placed to humble.
Yeah, I could see
Nobody
that.
gives a fuck about speaking to you. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Oh.
And yeah.
See, I give a fuck. I like saying hello. Well, I try to.
That's
I'm
your
nice.
problem now.
I know.
You're so world renowned.
I know. Yeah.
Keep to your fucking self.
I need to.
Including those legs, bitch.
Keep them right here. I've been doing really well, actually.
Good. I'm proud
It's
of you.
been New Year, New Me. Like, I'm doing really well.
We're not going to be a serial dater this year. Really?
Really?
Come on. You, for real, Jazz, you need to, like, get married.
I know. It's that time.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I'm looking around and I'm like, I am at that stage where it's about that time. So yeah, I need to pivot my dating strategy. My dating strategy before was very like
whimsical, whoever.
Loosey goosey. Yeah. Let's just but now I'm like, no.
You need to be intentional.
I know.
With who you spend your time with and who you give your energy to.
Who I give my energy to, especially because I'm a homebody and I like to entertain at home. I can't be having people in my home. Like, it has to get very very strict. It has to get strict.
Who said that?
I gotta get strict about the Negroes. So
let me see. We'll see. 2 weeks, Marcus, she'll be coming in here. Yes, I had somebody in my house and they were butterball naked. I love you though, because like I used to be a super free like that.
Yeah.
I just did it in my way younger years.
Yeah.
I was a wild girl. I'm
Okay.
a retired hoe.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm
Here at the retirement home, we're waiting for you.
okay. I'm gonna get over there this year. I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna hang the jersey up. You know, it's time.
Yeah. I just think that only reason why I think that you should is because I think that you do have fun in the moment, but after the moment you be like,
Yeah.
it wasn't really something I had to do.
No. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Afterwards, I'm always like, nah, could have done without that.
Yeah.
And that's not really a great way to feel. Like, not necessarily. I don't have regrets about any. Well, very, very, very few things I have regrets about. But like,
I wouldn't say regrets. Just
yeah, I
things
don't
that you
have
could have done
regrets.
differently.
Could have done differently for sure. For sure. Okay. Well, that was a great episode.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be back.
Me too. Happy New Year to all of our Hive members.
Yes.
And we are so appreciative of you guys for supporting us. And yeah, may this year be a great year in the Hive.
Okay, guys. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.